Formal academic writing. In academia, it is standard to adopt a formal style of writing. By helping students master the formal academic style, it prepares them for the demands of academic and professional environments. So, what are the features of formal academic writing? How is formal academic writing different from conventional ones? In this video, you will learn more about formal writing and academic essays and what to avoid when working on them. In addition, we will also introduce ways for you to practice formal writing with the help of AI. Formal academic writing is characterized by several key features. First, it is most common to use the third-person perspective, such as the researchers or this essay, to demonstrate an objective stance. It uses precise and discipline-specific vocabulary to convey ideas with clarity. Complex sentence structures are also preferred as they can add sophistication and nuance to your essays. Maintain a formal register throughout the text. Avoid the use of contraptions, slang, and casual expressions. You should strictly adhere to the citation requirement and make sure your grammar and punctuation are carefully checked. Finally, always present arguments and evidence logically, and avoid including emotional language or personal bias. Just now, we mentioned the importance of being objective in formal writing. Now, let's dive deeper into the idea of objectivity. Subjective writing incorporates personal opinions and emotive language. To give an example, one might say, "I think smoking is terrible for your health." Objective writing, however, presents information neutrally and supports arguments with verifiable evidence. You can say instead, statistics showed that up to 30% of all cancer deaths and 80% of lung cancer deaths are directly associated with smoking. In academic writing, it is crucial to express ideas with appropriate caution. Here, using may instead of will softens the tone of the claim and makes it sound more convincing and believable. This is known as hedging, a commonly used strategy in formal writing, referring to the use of words or expressions to make statements more tentative or cautious. It helps avoid overstating claims and reduce the threat of facing opposition. In general, it is advisable to avoid booster words such as always, never, absolutely, and no doubt, which emphasize certainty and can lead to overgeneralizations or unwarranted confidence in claims. It is common among students to use rhetorical questions in expository and argumentative essays. For example, a student might write, "What are the impacts of climate change on biodiversity?" This essay will explore this topic. However, contrary to popular belief, this practice is usually considered to be informal and should be avoided. Instead, write sentences like, "The impacts of climate change on biodiversity will be examined in this essay," and specify the particular impacts, such as the loss of species habitat and changes in migration patterns. Artificial intelligence can help enhance your formal academic writing by providing grammar and style checks, suggesting appropriate vocabulary, offering structural guidance, and delivering instant feedback to improve objectivity and adherence to formal conventions. Let's try it out together. One example use of AI is creating exercises and quizzes. Here we have two AI-generated sentences that convey very similar ideas. However, one sentence is written in a formal academic style, while the other is somewhat informal. Which sentence do you think is more appropriate for academic writing? Let's pause and think for a second. As you can probably tell, version 2 is the more appropriate one. To help us understand their differences better, AI offered some explanations. According to AI, version 1 uses casual language like stuff with a conversational tone. Meanwhile, version 2 incorporates words that are more precise and presents ideas in a more objective and structured way, making it more suitable for academic essays. Apart from creating exercises, you can also use AI tools to brainstorm a list of words and expressions useful for hedging. To do this, you will need to clearly state your request and add the specific requirements. First, we ask AI to brainstorm some useful hedging words. Don't forget to include the context of formal academic writing. We can then ask AI to provide some examples and organize the results for easy comparison. Remember, you can always adjust the prompts to accommodate your personal needs. Be imaginative and come up with your own original ways to make use of the AI tools available. Although Gen AI can help you improve the formality of your writing, it is important that you critically reflect on the generated suggestions and always make sure to use your own words. That's all for today's video. Leave your comments below and see you in the next one. Don't forget to check out the quiz at the end.